body, child. Listen, I've been in this bed, sleep, and I said, man, I gotta get up and I gotta do some content today. I was in the bed, sleep, and I was just dreaming because I ain't really slept. And so I was in the bed, I'm just dreaming and dreaming and dreaming and dreaming, and my DM just popping. I'm like, what the world is going on in my DM? People just DMing me stuff, they Instagramming me stuff, and I said, Lord, what is going on here in the streets? What is going on out here in the streets? I had some people from the church sector reaching out to me because we covered a story yesterday. And we tried to reach out to Bishop Synagogue. And I said, hey, Bishop, can you come on the show? Oh, I'm not coming on no show. I'm doing what God want me to do. I'm like, come on the show. See, that's the thing I want to tell you. Don't come out publicly and try to rebuke somebody and a blogger reach out to you and you don't want to come on the show. Come on the show and let's get an exclusive interview. Let's get an exclusive interview. Tell us what exactly happened so we can get an exclusive interview. Okay? Let's get an exclusive interview. Let's do that. Let's break down the story on the Wiley Show so we can get all the facts. So, but we want to thank you all to the new subscribers that subscribed yesterday from the church sector. Thank you all so very much. And we will be talking about some things in the church sector over here as well as celebrity gossip. Okay, now we got a couple of subjects that we do want to talk about. Let's talk about Storm Monroe really quickly because Storm, congratulations to Storm Monroe. Do we have that really quickly? Yes, we do. Let's go over to the neighborhood talk. Do I have that? Yes, we do. Let's go over there really quickly. And we want to say special shout out to the producers that breaks it down and give us the timestamps of what we discuss in the channel. Let me go back over there to neighborhood talk. Oh, wow, I just had it. Okay, give me a second. All right. So Danger for the Love of Ray J said the show was a horrible experience. I want to give you the backstory of this. She was on For the Love of Ray J, and she went on Storm Monroe's show and got an exclusive interview with Storm Monroe. Got an exclusive interview from Danger, and there was a couple of things in that I want to talk about. She said, y'all, this is what the neighborhood talk wrote. Y'all remember from the Love of Ray J from back in the day, which one of the contestants from season 1, Monica Danger Leon, is speaking out and how the experience affected her career and her mental health. Monica sat with Storm Monroe after her life now and how being on For the Love of Ray J negatively affected her life. Monica mentions that she made no money from the show at all, and she often felt people took advantage of her in the industry. Quote, this is a quote from her. It really hinders me more than it helped me. Monica said, there were a few good things that came from it, but overwhelmingly, it was a horrible experience. It really just made me give up on my dreams. But all is not lost for Monica. She said, even though it was a horrible experience, she's grateful to be in the place she is now. So I'm like, I understand that when you do these shows, a lot of people think just because you on television that you getting paid a lot of money. Okay? And that's not always the case. Especially when you do these type of shows where you are a contestant of a show and it's like a dating show. You're not really making a lot of money on the show. Okay, so a lot of times people think that you're making thousands and millions, and no, and sometimes you don't make anything. So Danger was saying it was a horrible experience. She wasn't getting paid, and she really were broke down in spirits, and which she should have got paid and all that because you helped the show and you breaking down the things. You all in there showing your love for Ray J, getting kissed and all that type of good stuff, and you ain't getting paid nothing. So this ain't nothing uncommon. You see this a lot with a lot of shows are not getting paid the money that they supposed to get paid. All right. And so when you do a show, you got to get paid. Now, every show you are not going to get paid. Like if I do a show and they say, hey, Wiley, we offer you this. As my right to either take the show, do it, get paid yet, or don't do it. But how I look at a TV deal if I'm on a television show. I look at it, well, I have a YouTube show, so I know it will bring more subscribers, more viewership from my brand. So I would do the show. I will do the show and it will bring more attention to what I'm already doing outside the show. So I will use the show as a vehicle and do the show as a vehicle, right? And then that adds more subscribers, more viewership as well. Okay. So that's why I would do the show, because it would bring more exposure and more people viewing the show. Just like T.S. Madison got a show coming out, okay? She got a show coming out March 4th, and that show is actually coming out March 4th on WeTV. Now, with that show coming out, it's a couple of people on the show that is contracted with the show, like Oliver, for instance. That's going to add more publicity from Oliver and all of the people, even Madison. Even if she's not getting paid $300,000, $400,000, you're going to get more on the back end from booking fees, for more attention, for more opportunities, for getting more shows and all of this. But for people like for people like what's her name? People like Monica, unfortunately, you don't have that. You ain't no executive producer. You're not nothing. You're just a contestant. And with those shows, they still could just use you and be like, well, you're going to be on the show with Ray J. But y'all need to be asking how much money I'm going to get paid. That is what y'all should be asking. How much money I'm going to get paid if I'm going to be on the show with Ray J? Okay, what is the fee that I'm going to get paid? What is the amount of money I'm going to get paid? Not that, okay, well, I'm just on the show with Ray J. You could be on the show with Ray J all day long, but what is the amount I'm going to get paid? And see, a lot of times these contestants, they don't think about the money. They just think about, oh, I'm going to be on the show with Ray J, or I'm just going to be on the show with Ray J, and not thinking like, hey, let's get a contract. Let's get this in the contract. This is how much you're going to get paid, but you're so desperate for attention, and that's how they uses you and say, hey, we have this opportunity for you, and with this opportunity, you can go ahead and join this show. And the money, that get lost in the sauce. That really don't come up. And then if you do demand that you get money, if you do demand that you get paid, they replace you with somebody else that will just take the attention other than the check. Because they know it is plenty women out there that will rather take the money. I mean, there's plenty women out there that will rather get the attention than get the money. So they know you can be replaced. So do I feel bad for her, Monica? I do feel bad for her. I'm glad that she's out giving out her story. I'm glad that that they're out there talking about it and they're describing about it. I am happy that they're out there she's giving out her story and that they're talking about it. I'm super excited for that because I think it's dope. I think that it's supposed to happen. Because anytime that you get used and abused, your story's supposed to come out, and that's what it's supposed to be. And I'm glad that she was able to get her story out. I want to say special shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for reposting the YouTuber. Special shout out to Jova Beauty. What's her name? Jova Beauty. I think I'm saying her name right or wrong. But on the Shade Room, they posted another YouTuber. And we want to thank Kaya from the Neighborhood Talk because the Shade Room posted Jova the Beauty. I believe that's her YouTube channel because she got this beef with Neo. And they posted it on the Shade Room. But they didn't really start posting these blogs until the Neighborhood Talk started posting these YouTubers and these blogs and all that. So I'm here for it. All right. So we want to say shout out to the Neighborhood Talker. We want to say shout out to Storm Monroe for getting that exclusive interview. Let us go to this. Make sure y'all share this live. I know it's a little late, but we here. We are here. Where we at right here? Okay, let's get it to Claudia Jordan. We love you, Claudia, over here at the Wiley Show. You are loved over here at the Wiley Show. And I live in Dallas, and I would love to have a sit-down interview. But anywho, Claudia Jordan recently did a show with her co-host. You already know she have this show that she does, and she really was in there spilling some tea. Okay, she was in there spilling some tea when it came about Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj. She said we were in the restaurant with Nicki, and that Meek Mills was being aggressive on allowing Nicki to take a picture with somebody. Somebody wanted to take a picture with Nicki Minaj, and Meek Mills got upset. And she was like, why he's getting upset? And it was like a big thing. He created a big scene. But this is the price that you pay when Meek Mills, when you get somebody that is insecure, when people ain't stun who you is, they stun who Nicki is. And that's the price why a lot of high profile women in the business, when they date a man, you will see how that man is. You will see how their security is. Go to a restaurant and let somebody ask for a picture from that woman and not you, the man, and you a celebrity. You're going to feel some type of way. So I do believe that relationship with Meek Mills and Nicki was very toxic. A lot of people were saying that some Meek Mill people were saying on the video, oh, Claudia, you're just saying this to get your clicks and views up for your show. You're just doing that to get your clicks and views up for your episode of your show. That is exactly why you're doing this. It's really no big thing. And I'm like, obviously she could have been in a restaurant and that could have happened. That could have happened. I don't think Claudia was sat there and lied on Meek Mills. I don't think that she would have sat in that restaurant and lied. Now I know I got some people in here that typically are not a fan of Claudia. That is your problem. That is your issue. I don't have issue with her at all. Me and her have been in a communications or whatever the case may be. Yeah, but I'm glad that she put it out there. But people were saying that she was out there clout chasing. That didn't happen. But I'm going to ask you as the viewers, do you believe that this is true? I want to know, do you believe that Claudia was in a restaurant with Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj and that it was a problem? Press 1. Press 2, you don't believe this. Okay? Press 1 if you believe it. Press 2, you don't believe it. Okay? Let me see in these comments. I want to see what y'all got to say. Press 1, you believe it. Press 2, you don't believe it. That you believe that it's like that. Okay, you believe it. Okay, if you believe it, let me see what y'all saying up in the chat. Okay, I want to see what y'all saying up here in the chat that you actually believe it. All right. All right, we want to say special shout out to the people that's over there on our Twitch. Thank you so very much. All right. All right, we got a lot of people. It's a split decision. They said Claudia Jordan can't even get close to those people. She is a Z. No, I don't. I think Claudia Jordan, I believe she's an A-list celebrity. I believe that she is a A-list celebrity. I don't believe that she is Z-list. And I just watched a movie of Claudia, Dear Frank, and she did an amazing job in that movie. Okay, she did an amazing job. So I believe that Claudia is a A-list celebrity. I believe that she's an A-list celebrity. That's what I believe. I believe that she's an A-list celebrity. Now, it's some people in the chat that may not agree with that, but that's why you have the power of commenting on what you believe. But that's what I believe. I believe that she is an A-list celebrity. And she is a beautiful celebrity. And I do believe in her. And we love her over here. But we do believe that she's A-list celebrity. Now, some people in the chat, you may not agree with her. You may not agree with her. But I do believe that she's an A-list celebrity. Okay, that's what I believe. Now I'm seeing in the chat some people say she's not. Okay, she's an A-list celebrity. Now some people are saying that Wiley, you're only saying that because you want her on your show, and that's why you saying that she's an A-list celebrity. Many people are saying you're only saying that because you want her on your show. No, I'm not saying that because I want her on my show. I'm saying that because she is an A-list celebrity. Now, do I want her on my show? Yes, I do want her on my show. That's what I do. I would love for her to come on our show. I would love for that to happen. But if she never come on my show, she will always be in my eyesight a A-list celebrity. Okay? And she will always be that to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, she is an A-list celebrity. All right. And I saw her out there. Oh my gosh. I saw her out there jogging. And my God, today, I was like, you better go ahead. You better go ahead, Claudia. I saw her out there jogging. Now, I didn't physically see her out there jogging. She was out there recording, jogging outside. And I was like, wow, she is so beautiful. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she is beautiful. Now, when I post her on my Instagram, I'm going to have to like block the comments because some of you all are so disrespectful when I post Claudia on my Instagram. Yes, some of y'all are so disrespectful that y'all post so many disrespectful comments. So now when I post her on there, I just block the comments. You won't be able to comment under that post because some of y'all get triggered when I post her. All right, we're gonna move on. Hey, glory, 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 glory. We gonna move on to the next. And we will have the phone lines open up if you all want to do it. If you all want to call in. Somebody just said, well, why do you think that she's a colorist? No, I don't think that she is a colorist. What I think that she was just making fun and all that. She's not a colorist. She loved Black people. And that is a beautiful Black woman. And I don't believe that she is a colorist. Now, I said, I don't believe it. Now, if you have somebody that believe it, that's them. But I'm telling you, I don't believe that Claudia is a colorist. I don't believe it. And so if you believe that, you are always welcome to call in and to give me your insight on that. But I don't believe that she is a colorist. I'm going to say that again. I said I don't believe it. Come on now. Now I'm looking in these comments. I'm not even gonna try to read the comments because I know y'all probably in them comments dragging me right now. And that's why I'm not gonna get in there and try to read those comments because I already know I'm getting dragged. And that's why I'm not even gonna try to even get up in there and read it. I'm gonna just move on down the road because I know I'm getting dragged in those comments. And that's why I'm not even gonna try to even read the comments. I know y'all dragging me in, huh? I ain't gonna read it, not right now. All right, let's go to the second one. Now, I did see this beautiful picture of Megan Thee Stallion. Very beautiful woman. Very, very beautiful woman. And I was really thinking about Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, wow, like I really think that she is an incredible artist. I really was thinking about her earlier today. Yeah, she was on my mind. And so when I scroll on the blogs, I saw that she posted a picture of her nanny and herself. And she looks really good. You know what I'm saying? She's still beautiful. She's just a beautiful woman. Like, I don't want to see her go under the knife. I don't want to see her getting all them surgeries and all that because she is a beautiful woman. Honestly, like when you look at Megan Thee Stallion, you see beauty, right? And she's an A-list celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So she posted that on her blog, and I was excited. I'm like, regardless of what y'all want to say about Megan, she's very sweet. Though she sometimes get caught up in some things, but she's a very sweet woman, beautiful woman. She do need to stop. She do need to pull it back, drinking a little bit, pull it back on the alcohol. But other than that, she's gorgeous and she's very beautiful. And this picture, I don't know when it was taken, but she's a very beautiful woman. And I see y'all in the chat saying what y'all saying. Most of y'all saying that she's beautiful. So we want to thank y'all for even keeping it real and saying that's one reason why I love y'all in the chat is because one thing I can say about the Wiley Show brand, the subscribers over here, y'all keep it all the way real. That's one thing I can say about our subscribers, that you all keep it real over here. Y'all are not fake. Y'all over here, y'all have y'all own opinion about whoever, and y'all keep it 100% real. Even when y'all don't agree or what I say, y'all over here, y'all keep it 100% real when it comes on over here. Okay. All right. All right. Now, who else we gonna get into? Oh Lord. All right. And I think I'm blocked on her Instagram. I believe she blocked me, but we're gonna talk about her today. Let me go on over here. We got us an update about this artist. I believe she blocked me. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't think that I believe she may have blocked me on Instagram. Could be wrong. All right. I could be wrong, but I believe that she had blocked me. Okay. All right. We're gonna get into K Michelle. Okay. All right. K Michelle. We love K Michelle over here. We love her music. But sometimes, she went live and we saw that her butt was deflated and all of that. So she was getting dragged. So now K Michelle is responding to people dragging her. Let me get on my glasses, and I want to read what she wrote. She said this quote: "What you saw in the video was a happy woman with a Fanta and my extra fat. I've been very open so I can heal, ladies. I didn't have to tell anybody, and I couldn't cover up until the process was done. But no, ladies need to see and hear the truth. I decided to use my platform to help. So the video of me dancing is sad that I even have to explain. I walked up through how difficult this process of removing silicone from my body for 3 years, 16 surgeries. Did we not forget I almost died due to this? Now I'm in the process of 3 reconstruction steps. I haven't bothered anybody. I've been out the way. So what I don't understand is what was the purpose of what was so entertaining about a woman finally being able to walk again with extra fat from the removal. I saw the comments. Of course, it was Black women filled with so much hate. Oh, fun fact in the video. And still right now, I have stitches in me, an open wound that we have to care for every morning. I'm working every day with full of stitches down my back, but I don't complain. I fight through the pain and still work to provide for my whole family. As far as my surgeries, I have one left, I hope. But this skin removal is the next week. So I'm focused on that. The surgeries drain me. I'm gearing up to be in the right headspace. So if you saw where I was and where I'm at, now you wouldn't hate so hard. But this is the thing, K Michelle. People gonna still talk about your butt and how it's been deflated. They're gonna talk about it, right? That comes with territory. When y'all come out and y'all get in embarrassing moments, you can explain all they want. I don't think it's coming out in a hateful place. I just think that it was comedic when they saw that butt was in a whole nother, when it was deflated and it was a square, whatever, and all of that. And you would try to get up there and twerk and it didn't move. Right? So it was going to be in a joking matter. People's going to make a joke about it. I don't care if you're making all these tweets and making all these statements. That ain't going to stop people from making a joke about it, because you the one that got up there knowing that your butt got some stitches and that it needed to heal. You should have sat down on that butt with them stitches and just sat there and just wave your hands. But you got up there, stood up, showed the butt, and the butt was like flipping like a cardboard box almost. You got up there with the deflated gate and you did it. So people started to make commentary about it. We would have never known that. You the one that got up there and tried to shake it because you said, "Wow, you can't shake it right now because you just had surgery and it's full with stitches." So being that you had surgery, You in the season, my dear sister. Come on, turn to your neighbor. I'm saying I'm preaching right now. Turn to your neighbor. And you are in the season of healing. You're not in the season of shaking your wop. You're in the season of healing that butt because you allow your butt to be invaded with silicone. And it made your body, it took you down health-wise. But you the one that went and got a silicone booty. So now you got to deal with people making commentaries of the silicone being removed, and now your booty is making all type of is deflated, looking like a box, up, down, up, down. Now you got to deal with that because you did it with the surgery. All right. So again, this ain't about we hating you. I don't hate you. I don't even know you, K. Michelle, to even hate you. I think that you are an incredible artist and you can sing. But you should have sat down. You the one that showed people your booty. Now, if you can't handle the heat, don't shake your booty. I'm going to drink a little bit of this monster. If you can't handle the commentary, you should have sat down and just wait when WAP came on, and you know what I'm saying? Should have just waved your hands or do something like that. But you know you can't shake no butt like that. And you cried because you wanted to be on what was that show with the strippers, moderators? Do y'all know the name of that show? Producers with the strippers. She wanted to be in that show. Remember that show with the strippers on Stars? She wanted to be in that show. She wanted to be she wanted to be the main leading lady, the main leading stripper, P Valley. Now, you know, doggone world, you can't be in P-Valley with that butt deflated like that. Nowhere in the world. You could be in P-Valley with stitches, pus, and the juices of the stitches. You can't be in P-Valley like that. Nowhere in the world. I don't want to see you grinding on me with stitches on your butt. You ain't grinding on me with gauze and stitches and all that. You can't be Mercedes. Nowhere in the world. I don't know what you would have thought that. Now, maybe you could have been Mercedes if you would have still had that silicone, but you removed that silicone from your butt. All right, let's go. Let's move on. It's hot right now. It's real hot. I got a feeling that K. Michelle is watching right now. I got a feeling that she's in the bushes, but we gonna move on because we still love her. Okay, with the stitches and all, that is still my sister, and we love her. And she could sing. You could put her against anybody. You could put her against Beyonce and K. Michelle neck and neck vocally. She can sing. That's one thing about K. Michelle. I don't care how her butt look. I don't care how it smell. She can sing. I'm not a fan of her butt. I'm a fan of her vocal cords. I'm going to say it again. I'm not a fan of her butt. I'm a fan of her vocal. You can put her against Kelly Rowland. You can put her against Fantasia. You can put her against anybody. Vocally, she can sing. She can sing. Anybody here disagree with me? Do we have anybody disagreeing with me in the chat? If you disagree with me in the chat, you can disagree. Over here, we allow you to disagree over here. I want to say, did you disagree with me? Over here, they said she can sing. Okay, you can put her against Beyonce. I said it. You can put her against Jasmine Sullivan, and K. Michelle will come out on top. Now you can't put her in no twerking contest. Can't put her in no twerking. You can't put her in no twerking contest because right then and there, when she started to twerk to WAP, the stitches coming out. The stitches coming out. It's some stitches coming out. It's some stitches coming out. It's some pus coming down. There's some pus coming down. There's some silicone coming down. There's some silicone coming down. So you can't put her in no twerking contest. No, she can't be in no twerking contest. No. Okay? You can't. I'm just saying. She danced up to Cardi B song Up. Now, she danced to Up. You know that butt can't go up. And that's even, you know that butt can't come up. That booty said, we ain't going up, we going down. No. up and it's up. No, that butt can't even be stuck. It went down, it drooped on down. That butt said, sit on down, sister. You know we going up. And that butt just whoop, whoop, whoop. And then she had to go reach back at her bottom and fix that butt. That is a sign to all the sisters out there. Don't put that silicone in your butt. That is a sign. So if you right now in a motel room about to put some concrete and silicone in your butt, look at the condition of K. Michelle and walk up out of that motel room. Don't put it in your butt. Leave that hotel room. Don't you put it up there in your butt. Look at what K. Michelle went through. Now she regret that she ever put that up her butt. All right. Let's go head on. Woo. All right, I'm not me. I'm just telling them you put that up your butt. Then you got to get it removed and then it up and it down. It's deflating all that type of good stuff. No, because I don't want my woman got to get it removed. Then you got to get stitches. Then you can't hit it back there. Because, you know, when I get it in the bedroom, I like to hit stuff, grab stuff, and woo, woo, woo. I can't grab it and hit it because it will get, you know, it's recovering back there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move on. All right. We open the phone lines and we allow y'all to come in. We invite K. Michelle to come on our show. If K. Michelle want to come on our show and stuff like that, she's more than welcome. Now, K. Michelle, you come on the show and stuff like that. You want to come on. All right. What else are we going to talk about? I think we talked about, oh, no, we ain't talk about everything. Let's talk about Erica Mena. So, Erica Mena is mad because a YouTuber named MC Shakie was talking about her. And she called MC Shakie a gorilla. And I'm like, why is these people calling black folks gorillas and stuff like that? Sit down somewhere, Erica Mena. You ain't black. How you going to talk about somebody like MC Shakie? MC Shakie is a blogger, and that's a good guy. So MC Shakie responded to Erica Mena. And I want to quote what that brother did. Hashtag Erica Mena got a 512 credit score. Also soon, I'm posting all her OnlyFans content here for free. He posted Erica Mena account information and here, and it shows that Erica Mena zero property, maxed out credit cards, over $250,000 in debt. This is what he posted. And he said Erica Mena has a credit score of 512. Ooh, she need that credit lady. Ooh, Lord, I'm going to have to call my credit person. It look like she need allyouneedcredit.com. She look like she need it. It look like she need allyouneedcredit.com, Credit Karma, Lexington Law. If you got a credit like that, and that's sad if she really got a credit score like that. That is sad. Y'all got all these celebrities. Your husband got that big chocolate peen. He got it for sale, and your credit that low. You should be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't be calling nobody a gorilla with a low credit score. 512 years old. You got on that red lipstick. You on OnlyFans shaking it, licking it, lapping, and your credit score is 512. That don't make no sense. You got that long chocolate peen and it's 512, and your wife got a 512. That's why y'all arguing. And we said it here yesterday. Did we or did we not say it yesterday? I said, I think what they going through is financially. And people say, I don't think that. I said, I feel it in my spirit that they're going through a financial trouble. Then the next day, MC Shakie shook up the table and said her credit score is 512. My credit score a little bit better than that. And you famous with a 500 and verified with a 512 credit score. According to MC Shakie, with a 512 credit score. MC Shakie, that is our brother, and we love MC Shakie. Erica Mena, you can't get mad at MC Shakie because MC Shakie wanted to do commentary. Why do y'all pick out bloggers? Y'all don't want people to talk about y'all. If y'all don't want the Wileys or the MC Shakies to mention you or talk about you, stop being a public figure. Sit down somewhere. Because as long as you a public figure, as long as your man got that big chocolate peen for sale in the store, we gonna talk about you. You want people to talk about you. If you don't want us to talk about you, get offline. Don't tweet. Don't Instagram. Don't lip and lap on OnlyFans. As long as you're doing that, guess what? We gonna talk about you. And you should want somebody to talk about you with a 512 credit score. You should want somebody to talk about you with 512 credit score. That's low. And you got all that fame with a 512 credit score, and your husband, how you allowed to be, you got a wife beautiful like Erica Mena and her credit score 512. You should be somewhere getting credit experts. You could have came over here at the Wiley Show. We just had a credit lady over here for All You Need Credit. She got a whole seminar. She got credit boot camp. I'm going to have to call her and say, maybe you need to call Erica Mena to be in your boot camp. You know, she got a whole boot camp going on, and your credit 512. Good God Almighty. And I'm not going to pray that God raises your score, because that's a false, ain't no use you praying like that. You got to put in that work to raise that score up. 512 credit score. You got a lace front. You should be ashamed of yourself. You got a good old lace front. Red lipstick. Now, we going to hook you up with my credit lady, because we got a credit. She's real good at help you with the credit. You know, I'll hook you up, Erica Mena. All right? 512 credit score. That's what it's out there. It posted to it. Now, I want to tell y'all this. We did not dox Erica Mena. That MC Shakie released this. This did not come from the Wiley Show. This came from MC Shakie. Okay, if MC Shakie in the bushes, we love you, MC Shakie, and we need to talk to you, MC Shakie, and get you on the show. So some of my producers watch MC Shakie, and y'all need to be in the chat saying, go on the Wiley Show. Okay, we would love to interview MC Shakie, because you can't be calling MC Shakie. That's the wrong guy to be calling out his name, because MC Shakie don't be playing. Okay, MC Shakie, that man don't play. That man will dox you thoroughly. Will dox you thoroughly. He will post you all the way. He will dox you. MC Shakie don't play. Okay, is he in the chat? Is MC Shakie in the chat? Producers, did y'all tell him to come on over here? MC Shakie, is he in the chat? Is MC Shakie in the chat? Is he in the chat? Someone said he was in the chat. I don't see him in the chat. So is he in the chat, producers? Do we got Day? Day, is you in the chat? Okay, they said he's on bingo. They said he's on bingo. He's on bingo. He's not in the chat. Is Erica Mena in the chat? Erica Mena, if she's in the chat, because we can get our credit person on the line. Do we have Erica Mena in the chat? I just want to make sure we don't want to move too quick. Is Erica Mena in the chat? All right. Okay, she's not in the chat. I want to make sure. Is she in the chat? Producers, make sure y'all research. Is she in the chat? Because we're going to help that sister. You got to find to her. We're going to put her in that boot camp. We're going to put her in the boot camp. Is she in the chat? Is Erica Mena, is she in there? Okay, we're going to move on. All right, but we're going to thank that producer for sending that to me. They sent that to me on my Twitter and on my Instagram. They sent that to me. Yes, they did. The producers sent that to me on my Instagram, and we thanked them for doing so. All right, let's get into. Oh Lord, let's get into Sheree. Whitfield reunite with a newly freed prison babe Tyrone. So Tyrone is out of jail, out of prison, and he back with his woman, none other than Sheree. And he was sentenced to 10 years back in 2013. So you can imagine a lot have changed. Tyrone and Sheree rekindled their romance in 2016, but split again when he lost his appeal in 2018. Now he's out on early release due to COVID-19. Things between them are back on. If Bravo hasn't made the call, they need to. So I don't know. I think she may go back on there and do that. And you already know he's getting a lot of puss because, you know, being in prison that long, you know, puss. But she do need to get tested. You know, she got to make sure he get tested for COVID-19, for STI. Because one thing about prison, you know, a lot of them guys, I'm saying they get it in. Some be billing up. They get it in. Did she get tested? You know, he make sure he get tested. This is all the ladies, this is anybody. If your man just getting out of prison, before you hop on that peen, before he lick or lap you, make sure he get tested for all of the whatever. Go get tested for everything. Don't you be too quick to jump up on that and hop up on that, and then you wind up burning down there. Now go ahead. I hope they get tested before they got it in. All right. So he's out of prison for fraud. I'm hearing my producers are saying they got out of prison for fraud. That's what y'all saying in the chat. And that's what y'all saying for fraud. Y'all saying that. Mm-hmm. So this probably will be good to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I would love to see that on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's a good storyline because the storylines they got on Real Housewives of Atlanta is crazy. Don't nobody want to watch that. It's so boring. I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. I said this show is boring. They need to bring Nene back. They need to bring Apollo back. They need to bring what was the other guy, the black chocolate guy that was with the other lady. Bring all those people back because it's boring, in my humble opinion. It's the boringness for me, but I'll be falling asleep. Bring back the prison babe. He just got out of prison. Bring them all back. We want to see all that back. And I guarantee if they bring all those people back, it'll be more entertaining. And bring back Peter. There we go, Peter. We love Peter. Bring back Peter. Peter is entertaining. I see why Peter be getting the yoni, because women love that. His teeth white, dark chocolate, white teeth. He talks real good, man. I see why Peter and Peter would make a lot of money on YouTube because them women be all up in that chat. That's one thing about it. They be all up in there, just like they be up in that chat with the guy that we talk about. Men, be high maintenance men. You need to be high maintenance. Women is attracted to that. They like it when that man be talking about, well, you like thugs. They like it. I can guarantee that YouTuber, he get a lot of yoni. I'm gonna start talking about that too, about being a high maintenance man and all that. So I get some of that yoni. I guarantee they be up there throwing themselves at him, and they be over there. And he don't talk about no celebrity gossip. All he talk about is hot maintenance man. You love thuggish, all that. I bet they be throwing the yoni. They just throw it at him. He be in there with his suit, probably ain't got on no pants, probably in his drawers, and got on his suit and just naked at the bottom. And the women just be throwing themselves. Y'all know what it is. All right. I started talking about that too, about what kind of man you like and all that, and then rebuke you. But you'll get mad at me if I do it. Oh, you should be talking to black women like that. You should be talking. But you right over there. I want to know. Your foolish show. I want to know what kind of man. See, the man I like, he went to prison. Yeah. Show me your pictures. Did you show your picture? Oh, babe, you just average at best. Not even average. Let me say something like that. You'll rebuke me and cuss me out. Some of y'all be over there. Yes, y'all do. Y'all be right up over there. I want to know, and try to describe your voice. We know how you sound, but you try to describe your voice. Hello, I'm over here. I want to know, can I qualify for a high maintenance man? You try to put your kids out so they don't make making noise in the background. Then you get over there and get dragged. You should have got dragged. I'm glad. Right up over there, just calling. Some of y'all be over there calling. I want to know. I want me a high maintenance man. Lady, please sit your foolish self down and get mad when you get dragged. See, this is what you need when you need a hot maintenance man. Your credit score low. You ain't gonna get no hot maintenance. Y'all be right over there just talking. Oh, Lord, I just be saying, I was like, I ain't mad at the hustle, baby. I ain't mad at the hustle, because y'all be right over there calling. Y'all, some of y'all be over there calling. Y'all do. We gonna open up the phone lines and let y'all call over here. Oh, Lord. I was gonna do my story time when I joined the military. I'm gonna give it this real quick. I ain't gonna make this no long story time. So I was broke when I was in high school. Once I went to Chicago Military Academy, yay, and I was broke. You know, because the recession hit, man, that recession hit, blue skies, and nobody was coming to Chili's. Wasn't nobody coming. I was getting an hour or two, and I was broke. Walking around in Inglewood, Chicago, broke. So I said, man, I want to go to the military. So I kept applying to go. And anybody know, if you want to join the military service, you got to take a test. So taking the test, I always failed the test. So I never could pass the test. Then eventually, I took the test and I barely passed it by 2 points. The ASVAB test. Come on, somebody. I kept failing the ASVAB test. Couldn't fail. And then eventually, I took the ASVAB test and I passed the ASVAB test. So I was able to go to the military, to the Army. So I went there, signed up. They said, what do you want to do? And I wanted to go. And the guy that was signed, the council, whoever, he said, I want to leave. I want to leave quickly. I want to leave right now. I want to leave, whatever. He said, well, the fastest job you can leave, you can do infantry. Now, mind you, I didn't know what infantry was. Didn't know, never researched. I said, okay, infantry. Maybe we'll be frying some bacon or eat or cooking for the captains or something. I didn't know. So I signed up. I signed up for infantry. So I had left April 22nd, I believe, maybe 2010. I believe that was the date. Don't quote me on it. I got to look at my DD-24s. But signed up for infantry. And we went to Fort Bennett, Georgia. I got off the bus in Fort Bennett, Georgia. I was in Georgia. And they were yelling at us and all this type of stuff. And then you have to get up early and do, I think it was called fire duty or something, where you have to get up early and just watch over the people. And I didn't want to get up early. I had to get up early in the morning. They'll wake you up, get up. And one day I didn't wake up and get up. So they reported me to the drill. Drill, sir, why did you not get up? I was tired, sir. That's why I didn't get up. I would talk back. So I wanted to leave. I kept going to sick duty to get sick duty. I was tired. I wanted to leave. So one day they wouldn't let me leave. So we was leaving the mess hall, eating our food. And the food was really good, by the way. Burgers, fries. It was real good. So one day I left out there and I fainted. I fainted. So they brought the ambulance and I went to the hospital. I was trying to do everything possible to get up out of Fort Bennett because I didn't want to do it. Because once I found out what we was doing, once I found out what we were doing, I didn't want to kill nobody. I was like, they ain't do nothing to me over there. Oh, they ain't no people that never do nothing to me. The only Muslims I know, they sell bean pies and they say assalamu alaikum. I say salaikum salam. They sell bean pies. Them the only Muslims I know. I they ain't do nothing to me. I'm not about to go over there. No, I don't want to go over there and kill nobody. So I wanted to leave. So eventually they wouldn't let me leave. And I said, oh Lord. So I get in a big argument with the sergeant, one of the sergeants. I'm just cussing him out. I ain't cleaning no such and such. I ain't no slave, you black bead. I'm just cussing him out. We cussing out each other. I said, put your hands on me. So I said, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. So I run up out of there. Then all these MPs, like I'm running, they came, they calm me down, sir, calm down. We're gonna transfer you to another unit. I'm just cussing in the middle of the night. People coming out their unit. I went straight get up, rolling on the ground. I said a plump fool. So so I get transferred to this unit with all the people that's quitters. They call us the quitters unit. We because we quitting, we going home. And I said, and if you had a choice, either you can go through like the quit, you could quit, or you can do to medical. I could have got medical because my leg and stuff like that. But the man said, if you do the medical, Mr. Wiley, you're gonna have to be here longer. And I said, I just go through the quitting stages, whatever it is for me to get up out of here quickly. That's the stage I want to do. So I get up out of there, and then they was going through the process, doing the paperwork, getting us up out of there. And then I said, I ain't going fast enough. So I go back to the ER and I get my crutches. So eventually they came to me, they said, okay, Mr. Wiley, you get the lead early. You get the lead. So I dropped the crutches down, got the lead, and then I got the plane ticket and I left, and I went back to Chicago, and then I got my check from the Army. Baby, blue skies. When I got that check, I wanted to go back. Once I got that check, once I got that deposit, I wanted to go back. I said, I don't mind going back to Iraq or whoever. I want to go back. Baby, I got that nice that deposit. I got that deposit. And I said, oh, Shante. My grandma said, what's wrong with you? I said, I got my deposit. That deposit hit me, and I said, Shante, because some deposits you can get, you can speak in an unknown tongue. Glory. Baby, I ain't never seen that number before in my life. I'm just bringing back memories. Because it was about $5,000 or $6,000, and I was only in there for about a couple of months. Wasn't in there long, so it finally just the thought of it, right? And for me being poor black, that was some nice money. That was some nice money for me. I had no kids. I'm poor black. That was some nice money. So I wanted to go back, and I could have went back and all that, but my leg wasn't doing that. Okay, my leg couldn't make it, and then I didn't want to, because then I would hear stories. Oh man, you gonna do the gas chamber? And I didn't want to do no gas. I said, no, I ain't doing this. This ain't for me at all. And then at one point, I wanted to do it because I started to fall in love with it. I started getting up early, and I started to cooperate with the military eventually. But I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Okay. But once I saw that money when I got back to Chicago, I wanted to go back because I was poor, people. Okay, I'm gonna get set up with veteran services. I'm gonna see what can I get. My DD 24s. I gotta look at my DD 24. So I was in the Army. Okay, I was in the Army, and because the reason why I joined, because the recruiter, he was good looking. That man was good looking. And whatever he wanted me to join, I was joining. He said, yeah, he was good looking, T-white, smelled good. He was good looking. He would pick me up in a recruiter car. He would come in the hood. I wanted to sign up. I said, woo, let me sign up. He would tell how you would travel, how they would pay for your schooling. And now, mind you, we were in a military school. So the Army paid for that military school. They would pay some money to the Chicago Military Academy because it was a military school. So the recruiters and them was always there, and that was good looking recruiters, and that was fascinating how good looking they was looking. So one of the recruiters, I'm not gonna say his name. He came through, said, "Hey, you want to sign up?" All my friends was like signing up. I was like, "Hey, I want to sign up." Good looking, smell good, and everything. He was showing me. He was telling us how much money he makes and all that. Yeah, the recruiters. That's how they get you, because the recruiters look good, and they already know you black. You're and black, so they already knew. And see, we got it the worst because we was in military school, right? And every time I wear my uniform, oh, you going to Iraq? You need to leave that school. They gonna get your black A in Iraq. You gonna be on the front line. So every time I wear my uniform, we would get harassed and dragged. Because if you remember, anybody in Chicago, we Chicago Military School was right down the street from what was that school? Wasn't damn, what was the name of that school? It was a hood school, right? Yo, A, going there, get them. They would chase me down in my uniform. I remember one time they were chasing me down because they wanted to beat me up. And I was running, and my pants, it split because it was tight. And that was the day I had to wear my full uniform with the jacket, everything. And it split open and I fell down. They hit me and all that. It was ridiculous. It was rough, growing up in a military school and all that type of stuff. So as soon as you get the freedom paper, yes. As soon as I got my freedom papers, baby, I dropped them crutches. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. And so I was in the military academy. I did it then. Get that smile off your face. Who's turning attention? I don't feel like I was a very bad person. I talk back. I don't feel like standing at attention. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Mr. Wiley, every time you come in here, you make jokes talking about how hungry you is. I don't give a damn if you're hungry. I said, can you please stop sticking your hot breath? Drop down and give me 50. And they were like, oh, Lord. I didn't. I'm telling you, I had it rough. But I can tell you, in my junior year, my two favorite years in school was my junior year in high school and my senior year, because that's when I joined the debate team, and when I was an amazing debater. I used to love debating, and we used to have a guy that was teaching us. He came from the University of Chicago. He was just a white kid. He was very smart. So he was teaching us how to debate, and I used to love debating. I used to love that, and we used to debate Hyde Park, Whitney Young, all these top schools, and we would debate them. And I felt so good. And then one day, my teacher, he came to us and he said, hey, do y'all want to know your inheritance? Okay. I want to do your inheritance and know your inheritance. It was a show on television, right? And it was a show, and it was all about Black history, about naming facts, right? So we went on the show and we were winning. It was funny, man. I miss those days. I really do miss those days. Those days were so much. It was so much fun. Like debating was like really, really fun. I used to love, before I went to church, because our church service started at 8:00 and 5:00. So you remember that show? Okay, let me pause before I go there. You remember that show? I remember that. Know Your Heritage. So y'all know I'm not lying. Thank you so much. Somebody said they remember that show. And I was on television. I was on TV. But then we was in a time, they said, what place got like fields and like farmers? And I said Florida, and I got the problem wrong. Even though, let me say this, because some of my class that was on my team, they still get me together to this day. One of them, she's still mad at me that I got that problem wrong. And I said, girl, like we would have still had this problem. We would have still lost if we would have got it right. So she was crying. Then I started crying. I was so hurt because we lost. I was hurt because we didn't win. I wanted us to win. And I liked the clout that we were getting from Know Your Heritage, that show, because we would go to school, they would have us standing in the front. It was really good. And it was a girl that I really liked. She was on the team, thick, beautiful. She was on the team. So I used to love her, talk, I used to go to her house and we used to study, this big ass book that they was giving us, a big, thick book that we would have to learn all these facts. Right? And it was like really, really good. So my best years in high school was senior and junior year. But freshman year, they called me doodle. See, let me tell y'all this, because I got people that watch my content and they just run and do videos. Y'all can, because I have influence. But my freshman year, anybody know if you joined the Chicago Military Academy, the freshmen have to march in the Bud-Billiker Parade, okay? So when I was in 8th grade, the students will call me doo-doo stick or dookie stick because one of the days I doo-dooed on myself. Okay, I do remember I doo-dooed on myself. I thought I was gonna pass, but it just went down. Honestly, true story. In 8th grade, so they called me dookie stick or doodoo stick. And the teacher said, "Oh, Doodle Stick." He came up with the name. His name was Mr. Putman. And he called me Doodle Stick, and all the kids called me Doodle Stick. And I said, I can't wait to go to high school because they ain't gonna call me Doodle Stick no more. I was like, okay. Nobody called me Doodle Stick all when I went to Chicago Military Academy, nothing. Soon as we went to the march, to the Bud-Billiker Parade, the people was like, "There go Doodle Stick." There go, because I remember them from my 8th grade class. There go Doodle Stick. So all the upperclassmen are, who in the world is Doodle Stick? And then the two people that got accepted that went to 8th grade with me, they said, "He go right there. That's Wiley. That's Doodle Stick." And they start calling me that in this freshman, sophomore year. It was a mess. I hated that word. And I said, what can I do to change the narrative? I would get there and I was like, they would just call me Doodle Stick. And I was like, I would get so, like, the harassment that I would get, I would just cry. You know what I'm saying? I would cry. So I needed to think of something creatively to get me to be popular. So one of my former best friends, he's a predator. But I didn't know he was a predator then. I'm just telling you, he is a predator. We'll get more into that later. But he was my best friend. And so he went to Harper High School. And I said, hey, you can come, because I said, you come to Chicago Military Academy. So I gave him the paperwork, someone to sign up to transfer. And he's sexy, good looking. He's good looking, sexy. So he came to the school on our lunch break. Man, all the girls that sit at our lunch table, it was like real fun. Like, Wiley, who is your friend? I'm like, this my friend, that's my friend. Hey, friend. Before all these YouTubers say friend, I would say that this is my friend, everything. And he had a deep voice. Man, who were in the church. So he came over, and when he came to the school, it was a competition. So he came to school, and I started doing real good in school. Y'all, God is my witness. My grades was like C's, D's. Soon as he came into the school, because I knew our grandmothers was like, cool. My grades started improving. I started getting A's and B's. It was getting so good that we was doing American history. The teacher wanted me to be in AP history because that's how I was accelerated. Because he was in the school. So when we get our report cards, my grandma would go get the report cards. Because, she would go with the other lady to church and get our report cards. So his report card, D's and F's, B's, my report card, A's and B's. Like, I was just accelerated. So, he was getting so mad. He was getting so mad that he transferred back to Harper High School. As soon as he left, my grades went down. But before he left, her name was Cadet Miss Pat, or her name was Cadet Pat, because we knew each other by our last name. Her name was Cadet Pat, or we call her Pat. They were the Pack sisters. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. They might Google her. But anyway, it was the Pack sisters. But one of the Pack sisters, they got over in the class and slapped me. Pow! Just slapped me in the class. They slapped me in the class. She got up. I think somebody dared her, like, slap me, and she got up there, slapped me in the class. Whoop. And I told my friend, my friend was that he didn't do nothing. Right? What? And he said, why you didn't do that? I said, because our pastor. He teaches us to turn the other cheek. I was so like a Christian. Back in them days, I would quote that Bible. I remember days I would bring my Bible to school. I was so into the Bible. And I remember he said, y'all church kids, y'all can't be in there fighting because y'all might fight some of these kids and they might die some. So God don't want y'all up in there fighting and turn the other cheek. So I never would fight back. But she slapped me and the teacher wasn't in there and I didn't do anything. And I remember it was really rough. I got bullied a lot in high school, but I changed that in junior year. Man, once I learned, I would tell jokes, and I was a jokester in the class. It was one lady, I think she was from Germany. Her name was Mrs. I forgot her last name. So I would make fun of how she sound. Good day, do your work like this. And they said, Mr. Wiley, and I would make fun. The class would laugh. And one thing that I've learned, when people start laughing at my jokes, I couldn't stop telling jokes. I couldn't stop telling jokes. I'm going to tell you that right now. When I got in high school, baby, the jokes were going. I would talk about fat folks. It was one of the teachers. She was so musty. Ooh, that lady was so musty. And I was in special ed, and we were doing an IEP meeting. And and then one of my teachers was like, yeah, because, Wiley, he get bullied. This is so sad. So her musty behind gonna say, but y'all don't understand. He be egging it on, be dragging, he be talking about folks and all in the class. And I have. Man, I knew how to tell a story and joke and everything like that. She was just musty. I couldn't stand her musty tail. Ooh, she was so musty. So I went through a lot in school. I got a whole bunch of more stories, but we'll talk about it in another day. I will open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. But my high school years, I remember when I had my first girlfriend, my first and only girlfriend in high school. She was a fat woman, but she was my girlfriend, and I was attracted to fat women. And I still am to this day. Dude, that gets me. Let me see a big woman come down the street. I'm still attracted to big women. Plus now you got to say plus size woman. But she was a plus size. We was in band. I was in the band. And we just started talking, and I was a good talker. And baby, I knew how to get the ladies. So, and I knew one of my things that I wasn't the best in the looks department, but baby, I know how to run this mouth and talk that game. And to this day, I still know how to do. So me and her got together, and she said, I think we should, be together. And I'm like, you for real? You think we should be together? I'm like, I think we should be together. But I got nervous because she was a fat girl. And I didn't want my classmates to know that I'm dating this. I think she was a sophomore and I was a junior. Oh, she was a sophomore, I was a junior. Yeah, I think she was. And I said, I didn't want them to know that I was dating her. So she was like, oh, no. And then anybody know that we had, and we in our high school, it was a certain area where you can go and kiss and make out. It was a certain area in the military. It was like under the staircase in the gym. It's like a certain secret area you could just get it in. And she's like, we need to do it. The first time we did it, I was nervous. I did not want to do it. I said, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. What about the church? What about God? And I was trying, I was real nervous. So the second time we did it, because all my friends they were doing, I was like, man, I need to do it too. So that second time, man, I ripped her shirt open. We got it in. We got it in. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we did a second time. We definitely got it in. No, she wasn't a specialist. She wasn't a specialist. No. And we were supposed to be doing division, because you had division. That was a certain, I don't know what the purpose of division, or some people call it homeroom, but it was like, we call it division. So we didn't go to division. We skipped division, and oh man, and man, we got it in. I'm gonna just tell you that right then and there. We got it in, and we just fell in love with each other. We was in love. I would tell you. Yeah, we was in love. I was like, I'm in love with you. We was in love. You were really aggressive. Man, I was aggressive. I was like, because I was thinking about it all night long. I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I could still I could like her scent. It took a long time for me to like get her scent out of my system because I could just still remember her scent. And I forgot her name. I don't remember her name and everything like this. And I'm glad I don't, because y'all are probably trying to YouTube her or Google her and stuff like that. But yeah, it was that. I would tell you. Yeah, I remember that. We need pictures, Wiley. Yeah, you were. I told it up. I don't know where she's at. I don't know if she got kids or she's married, and everything like that. If I had like my yearbook, I would like. I can kind of like see her face, and I would tell y'all about it, but I don't. But if there's anybody in here that can get my yearbook of Chicago Military Academy and get my yearbook, I can point her out and be like, that
Your show now, press 1 to hear more.
Your show is scheduled to start in 26 seconds.
I was getting it in because, because I did it like, woo. And I was getting in. And so I would watch movies and I was like, see areas that they be kissing and stuff like that. And that was areas and I was she was like,
your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Wow.
4, 3, like, 2, 1.
Like, woo.
Blog Talk
Radio. Her name just popped up, but I ain't going to say her name. I went in. And she was out of breath. I was out of breath. And all that day, and I was in school, and I just could not control my hormones. Like, my pee was like brick hard. And like, I'll be and the lady was like, Wiley, like, why are you on hard? I could not get off hard. Like, my hormone was through the roof. Like, I couldn't like, it was like through the roof. And then because like I had on them tight pants and it would just go, and I would have to go to the restroom and like drink cold water or something, like think of other thoughts, because I just couldn't stop. And I couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't. Oh my gosh. I couldn't stop it because I couldn't stop thinking about her. Okay. We got the phone lines open up. All right. Let's go to the phone lines. And if Erica Mena want to call in, she's more than welcome to call in. All right. 0233, call you on air.
Hey Wiley, how you doing?
Bless.
Oh my God. I feel bad for Erica Mena, not because of what she said about Shakie, but what Shakie about to do to her. I watched his live, and MC Shakie said he about to do her worse than Super Sin, Kiki Y, BB Judy. He said he about to do her worse than anybody he has ever had beef with. So he's just getting started on her.
So why did Erica Mena come at MC Shakie? Because MC Shakie,
because it was a post. Okay, because he pays Some Like It High.
Okay.
To post for him. So I follow MC Shakie, and I'm a sipper. So the one thing he don't post about people, children. And he don't post about like people he knows. So he's real cool with Shekinah. So he won't post about Shekinah. He won't post about anybody that he's really cool with. Like those people are off limits. And so to those bloggers or the people that post for him on his Instagram page, on his blog page, those people are supposed to be off limits. But Shakie said that does not stop them from posting on their own blogs. So what happened was the person from Some Like It High had posted the whole thing about Erica Mena daughter looking like Rich Dollars, which like Shakie, like what Shakie said, Shakie was like, "Why you coming after him?" Everybody's been posting about your daughter looking like Rich Dollars. Everybody. So he said that Erica Mena went on Some Like It Hot page and seen that the guy from Some Like It Hot was a commentator for him, who was MC Shakie, and that's when the whole thing had, came to a head for Erica Mena. But the boy wasn't even posting nothing bad. Like, he was just saying, stop saying that her baby looked like Rich Dollars because her baby actually looks like her mother.
He was kind of defending her.
Yeah, so he was defending her.
And then Erica took it as a joke. Erica took it as him trying to roast. And because he wrote a statement, he said this is what MC Shakie said. He said, "For those telling me that's enough, what would you do if a non-black person told your son he was a zoo gorilla and she would spit in his face in front of over 5 million people and he had done her absolutely nothing?" Wow. It's crazy.
So Shakie not scared. Shakie from New Orleans. He had already said if Erica Mena think about spitting on him, he's gonna slide her.
Woo. Wow. I don't know why Erica Mena be getting mad at the blogs when she's a public figure, and then she get mad at the wrong thing because according to you, he wasn't dragging her. And that still don't give her a right to say what she said about him. I don't give her a right to do that.
MC Shakie had nothing to do with it. Like, he had nothing to do with it because I follow Shakie. He don't talk about people's kids. If anything, like when the whole situation with the real BB Judy, when she was exposing and stealing from the children who post for her collided kids, he was really going hard about them children. Like, she wrong, like this is slave labor. And even with the little situation where BB Judy and Lil James came to a head or whatever, he was just going hard, like just exposing the Anna out.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for keeping us updated on that, though. Thank you. Because, like I said, I would love to talk to MC Shakie about it because he have every right. I mean, he put her credit score. I do think it's sad for her to have a 512 credit score, though.
Oh, that ain't nothing. He put Kiki White's phone number and address out and had people calling Kiki White, add her address out and her phone number.
So what happened with Kiki White? What happened with that?
Because they was arguing over some with Popeye, with chicken, with KFC chicken and Popeye's chicken. And Kiki White was just trying to make a point, like, oh, because you don't know, and she called MC Shakie a green hair monkey and all that other stuff. And after that, he aired her out. Address, phone number, credit score, and he had more. But Kiki White actually paid MC Shakie not supposed to know more about her.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how bad it was getting. But I just wanted to like give you a little backstory. But you can always catch MC Shakie on Bingo Live. So if you have Bingo Live, you can catch him on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him.
Always on Bingo.
I'm gonna have to check him out on that Bingo and let him know that say, hey, Wiley would like to have you on the show because he have an amazing story. And thank you so very much. It's just something you have to pick your battles wisely. And if somebody have the access of just putting your information out, you shouldn't want to poke that situation, in my humble opinion.
All right, y'all. Let me get off that line. I'm gonna let somebody else.
All right, thank you so much. Oh wow, thank you. Bye. Okay, 9867, caller, you on the air.
Hey Wiley, hey Wiley in chat. This is Joyce from New York. So let's get into some things. The previous caller, I love her accent. I think she's from New Orleans, and it reminds me of getting some shrimp and gumbo. I guess the first thing I want to say is Claudia Jordan is not even a rated actress. She's N-rated, non-rated at all. Z-lister.
She's really a great actor. I disagree. She's an amazing actress, and I had a conversation with her. She's a good person. I don't understand why do she get so much hate because she's a nice person.
She's stale. She's stale like a 2-week crunchy cheese doodle. You ever ate cheese doodle 2 weeks later and the bag's open? Hopefully no one does. She's just stale. She has no personality, no je ne sais quoi, no front sway, nothing. Nothing.
She
She's
is
tired.
No, I disagree with that because she's so entertaining. Like I had a beautiful conversation with her, and I said, "You are so nice." She's not mean. She's cool.
I mean, I'm not saying she's not nice, but I'm saying she could be nice and corny. But wait, Wally, a couple of weeks ago, you were saying why she's on that little Fox Soul, they should add another dude with the that can match the energy and replace her. Now you
okay, let me tell you this about Claudia Jordan. I said for that show with the gay men, I would like for a leading gay man to be on the show instead of having a black woman on there. I think someone should match their personality as being gay. That's pretty much what I was coming from. But I like her. I think that she's beautiful. I just saw her out there on my Instagram. She was on Instagram story and she was jogging and beautiful. Like it was nice, glycery, just beautiful.
I mean, she could be beautiful and so corny. Like, besides the looks, her personality is dry, like wet paint. She's just a Z-lister. But you know, if you like her, that's fine. No hate on that. But she's just not a raider the way we think that you think she is. Also, I want to get into K. Michelle and her body. One thing is, I have no qualms of anyone trying to get their body done, right? Because some people feel very pressured and people think they're perfect and they're like the beautiful thing on earth, and people feel very insecure of how they look. So they should have to change because of social media pressure. The thing is, if you're going to get surgery, pay for quality surgery. That's the only thing I don't like when I see people, they want to take shortcuts. You don't take shortcuts when it comes to your body because the medical effects down the road will catch up with you. And that's up to K. Michelle. If you don't go in no back alleys, okay, because it was like I think a trans woman that used to do illegal butt shots, go and see a board certified physician, plastic surgeon. It will cost you some money, but your health is worth the money. Because then you're going to come around like a deflated basketball. You know how you in a basketball? That's how her booty looked. And I know she was embarrassed. I was like, what is going on? I don't even want to see how it looked afterwards. But actually, it will be a learning lesson for young women or anyone else who gets surgery and trying to get the bootleg surgery, okay? You don't get bootleg surgery. And remember back in the days when we got bootleg tape? What do we see? No bootleg tape. You saw people standing up. You hear people in the background. It wasn't good. Just pay the money to go to the theaters. That's how I feel about K. Michelle. It's unfortunate. Prison Bay and Sheree. I'm tired of seeing. First of all, I don't know what makes a woman want to go with a prisoner. I just don't get it. I don't get
it's the sexiness.
I don't.
It's
no, there's nothing.
It's the thuggish you in prison. It's sexy. It's to certain women.
Nothing is sexy than someone who's broke, than someone who can't contribute to society because of their incarceration. Now, we know that we need to reform prison. And I'm not saying we don't, okay? But when they come out, they haven't done a good job to rehabilitate those who came out of prison so they don't have to go back to that lifestyle, okay? He went to jail for wire fraud. You as a millionaire woman, why would you want to go with someone who's already good and cheating people with money? Like, I don't get it. Like, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
He probably got some good pain. His tongue game probably good, and he probably have great conversations.
Oh, okay, so I mean, he has to. He don't have nothing to offer. Look, if I was in prison bay, I too will be the best that I can be because I can't do nothing else. He is a leech, a parasite. When no one has nothing to bring to the table, they better be hot snap. I'm talking about conversation, look-wise, peen-wise, because you have nothing else to bring to the table. What else he could bring? He can't get a real job. I mean, I'm sure he can because who he's with, but he's gonna leave her sooner or later. She's desperate. You mentioned Kevin Samuels with this high value man stuff. Okay, I don't like Kevin Samuels at all, Wiley. I think he is someone. First of all, I don't know why Black women listen to him because there's a way for you to give constructive criticism, and he doesn't know how to give constructive criticism. He likes to do shock value, and to me, he actually blamed women for having high standards And anyone, men or women, should have high standards when they're dating. The only thing I don't like about him, he doesn't practice what he teaches. Okay, what he teaches. First of all, he's a divorcee, back paying child support. It's sad. I mean, he did go to college. He is part of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, but he's just duping plenty of people. Okay, and I understand you want to be the person that you want to see in yourself. That makes sense. Okay, but it's how derogatory he is towards the people who's watching him. But if people want to get disrespected and pay to get disrespected, then that's on them. My last commentary before I get off the line, because I know people are probably trying to call in. Erica Mena and Colin Shakie are gorilla. Now, when you look at a gorilla, the closest person that looks like a gorilla are white people. To me, all right, Wiley, they got no lips. They got no face.
I wouldn't even say that. I just say that people uses that term for describing human beings and all that. You got to be very careful when you're non-black to say that against a black person, because that comes from like that history of whites. Very racist to say.
It is exactly racial. It is exactly racial, because that's what a lot of people who are non-black tend to do, and it all stems from racial tensions in the past. But it's kind of like the people who look like gorilla are not even black. So I'm just tired of women who are not black or people who are not black disrespecting black people. And I'm glad Shakie exposed her. And this is a lesson to learn. When you're about to marry somebody, premarital counseling is important, because you're marrying their burden and their debt. Why would you marry someone that got nothing to contribute? And most marriages divorce because of financial problems or infidelity.
Right.
Okay, I could be broke by myself, but I can't be broke in a marriage. That's too much stress of brokenness. Okay, like, dang, you broke, I'm broke, now you got a broke child. You just raising people on the brokenness. And there's no excuse, because Erica Mena has been in the business. So her behavior should not even be what the behavior is. Okay, I took that from people who don't have the opportunities to flourish. She has that. And you know what? That's good for Safari, because they were dating to be popular, to be popping. And this is why we're trying to be popping. You think getting an ambiguous, spicy Latina who can't contribute nothing to the table but 512 credit score, about to be 420, like she's smoking weed. A hot mess. And I'm glad Shakie put her in her place, and he needs to come at her even harder. That's all I have to say.
All right. We thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great night, Wiley.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. I tell you, our callers is hot tonight. 9542 calling you on air.
Hey, Wiley. How you doing?
Bless.
Good. Glad to hear it. I just want to do something about K. Michelle. When I saw that video, I was so disturbed, because I didn't see it, before you started talking about it. Then I'm flicking through Instagram to see, I've seen K. Michelle shape before. That was disturbing on another level, because I watched the interview on Vlad TV, and it was about a woman. The video is a few years old, and it was about this woman who used to do the illegal butt shots for all the strippers and the upcoming rappers and R&B girls. And she was saying the process that she did. And this is when these girls were just coming up. She alluded to Nicki Minaj. She wouldn't say exactly, but she did not say it either. She didn't answer the question, so Vlad just left it alone, because she didn't want to say Nicki's name. But she's been doing this to a lot of girls for a lot of years, and she went to jail for it. And now she's in, I guess, kind of like an advocate for young women and like getting illegal butt shots and things like that. Like, she did something with her life to make up for, I guess, try to compensate for what she did all those years. But, it's a real issue, because I'm around a lot of young girls. And the first thing they talk about is, I'm going to get my butt done. These are like 16, 17-year-olds with nothing wrong with their bodies. And I don't know what we can do to instill more self-esteem, or can it be instilled? I don't know. You know, I'm not of this generation. I'm a little older. So I'm like, I don't know. When I talk to them, they'll relate and everything, and I can sit there. But when they're amongst themselves and I'm overhearing, all I'm hearing is, I'm getting my boobs done. I'm getting my butt done. It's a little disheartening, and I think that's a conversation that we need to have with our young ladies. And the next thing I wanted to talk about was, excuse me. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the whole thing with you, Wiley, and this story about your story time. I laughed and was serious at the same time. That was so refreshing, because a lot of people, things have happened to all of us in life. Maybe some things have happened to us that haven't happened to others, but we don't like telling our stories so raw. And when you tell it unapologetically, I mean, I hear in your voice, like, the little boy inside, you know, that bothered him, that hurt him. And, you know, but the man is able to protect that little boy inside and say, it's okay. You know, that's what I went through, but this is not who we are. We're going other places. You are so inspiring to me.
Thank
Wiley.
you.
I really like it.
I love telling it. Thank you so much for the love and for you bringing it up. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Wiley.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Y'all love the story times. We got to do more story times. 0622, calling on air.
Well, I just want to pick up where she left off. Hello, Wiley. How are you?
Bless.
Good. Wiley, I could listen to your story time every night. Every night. Because like she just said, you give it to us raw, you don't hold nothing back. I mean, it makes me laugh because I'm supposed to be in the bed going to sleep. But I'm like, hold on, what did you just say? So all I'm saying is, Wiley, keep it up, okay? So that's the first thing. But into what I wanted to say with MC Shakie, I'm with him exposing Erica Mena, because here's the thing. Sometimes these celebrities get so big-headed that they forget where they really are in life. And what they have to do is be humbled. And I think that that's what MC Shakie is about to do. He's about to expose her and say some things that she probably don't want other people to know. And it's going to be like, well, shit, you should have just kept your mouth closed and let people do commentary on you, because you are a public figure. You know, and certain things should have hit. I feel your facial expression on my TV. So certain things should have hit you like they hit you, because you are in the limelight, right? So are you going to attack every single person that says something about you or your marriage? You know, so that's the first thing. And the second thing for me, and then I'm going to let you go on to the next caller, is I believe, and I'm going to see if you believe the same thing, there should be a Real Housewives ex-con, ex-husband edition. Because here's the thing. Sage's ex-husband, Apollo, should be on it. Peter, Cynthia's ex, should be on it. And Sheree and her husband. What you think of an ex-con, ex-husband, Real Housewives edition?
I would love that. I think that it would be great. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the talent.
Yeah. I mean, it could really pop. But I'm just saying, I'm with you. And the thing about K. Michelle, she did a lot of talking on Love and Hip Hop, right? She did a lot of talking. And see, sometimes things will come back and bite you in your. And in this particular case, it came back and bit her in her butt. And now she has a botched booty. And unfortunately, you know, it's going to take some surgeries and everything. And now you're just going to be a living lesson to the women coming after you. So that's all I have to say, Wiley. Thank you for giving us a platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Okay. 8997, call you on air.
Wiley, how you doing this evening?
Bless.
Good night.
Yes.
Boy, when I tell you had me screaming over here when you talking about you done dropped them doggone crutches and left out as soon as you got your freedom papers. Boy, you killed me over here. I said, man, how the heck you not remember the girl name, Wiley?
I do remember the last name, but I don't want to say the name and bring these people up, because these people probably married, got children, and
Dude, look, I was like, how Riley gonna screw them, love them, and leave them like that, and then don't even remember their name? Oh Lord Jesus, Lord Lamb, and the rest of them. But anyway, I didn't even know Erica Mena wasn't even black. So what is she? What's her nationality?
They say she's not black. I don't know what her nationality. Producers, y'all let me know. They're saying that she's Latino. I don't know. I will look into the comments.
You know what? Let me tell you something. These non-black, I don't want to cuss on your platform, but these non-black folks, they black until they get mad. They black until, till they in the hot seat, or they use the black card to say the N-word when they want to use it. And then next week she gonna be Afro-Latina, like what that girl is on Basketball Wives. What's her name? Evelyn.
Evelyn, yeah.
Yes, Evelyn. Yes, she convenient. And see, I get so tired of that. I'm with you when you're right. When you're talking about, they always go to the calling us monkeys and gorillas and apes and things when they get mad, or they, or then to justify their racism. Oh, I have African descent, or I am African American. I'm sick of that. I'm sick and tired of that. Now, I'm not in the business of anybody disrespecting women, but if she dished it out, she could take it, and she should not have called that man a gorilla. So whatever she get, let the chips fall where they may. I'm all for it. But anyway, baby, you have a good night. I'm just letting you know you blessed my soul tonight. I am so tickled with you. I was so sleepy, but when you said you threw them crutches down, you got your freedom papers, that took me out. But anyway, I love you, darling, and you have a blessed night.
Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
Let's go to the next caller. 1753, calling on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing tonight?
All right.
Good, hi. Yes, I'm just going to chime in real quick and give my thoughts about the Erica Mena case.
Yes.
So honestly, I am just really so tired of these non-black culture vultures coming for black people. Like, it's really like a superiority complex. It's like, I'm so confused with Erica Mena, like hopping from chocolate teen to chocolate teen, playing hopscotch for her vagina, but then she has the audacity to sit here and call a black man a gorilla. Like, I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, since she's been ran through the industry, why is her credit score so low? I mean, if she was going to screw for anything, she could have screwed for them to go ahead and pay Equifax or whatever you call it. Like, I don't understand. Like, these Latinos are out of control. Same thing with Sin Santana. Didn't Sin Santana say, oh yeah, black men treat Latino women better, but then got cheated on by Joe Budden like a month later? Like, I'm confused. I'm just confused. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they want to date black men, but they always look down on black women, especially like, dark-skinned black women. So I just want to make sure that, we are being clear and to just not invite everybody to the cookout. We just can't invite everybody to the cookout.
Amen to that.
It should just not invite women. As far as K. Michelle, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel sorry for her. She should have stopped like 8 surgeries ago. And when I mean like, I don't mean stop. I'm not talking about like health-wise. I'm just talking about, I just feel like she needs to fix herself within, because she has surgery so much. Like, one, I can't recognize her. Okay, she had her nose done a couple times. She had, cheek fillers and all that stuff. The thing about it is that, you can't say, okay, I'm going to go under the knife all these times and expect to come out, being healthy and everything. I mean, look at Little Kim. And I'm not trying to talk about Little Kim, I promise you, but look at her. She looked like a Build-A-Bear gone wrong. And K. Michelle is no stranger to the same thing. Okay? So I just want her to understand and realize, like, hey, listen, you can just go to the gym, do some squats. You got all that money and you can't pay for a personal trainer. So you'd rather go ahead and work around it and then get some butt implants or like some, I don't know what she got. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's, this culture, all of this changing the body and all these things, we have to learn to love ourselves within. And if there's anything you want to change, we need to work it from the inside out. That's all I want to say about that. Sheree and her Dusty, I wish them good luck. I would love to see them on Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup. That's a good pitch. Maybe her imaginary store, She by Sheree, is not making no money and she needs to stay relevant. So
Facts.
That's how I feel about that. But thank you so much, Wiley. Have a great night.
Thank you. Wow, the callers called in. Thank you so much. All right, thank you all that have called in today. This was excellent, excellent show. I want to give a special shout out for all the people that have been, called in and showed us love. And want to say a special shout out for that. We will resume tomorrow on Station Head. Okay, we did not go live today on Station Head. We will resume tomorrow, and we will go live tomorrow on Station Head. We want to say thank you all so very much for that. I want to say shout out to the new subscribers that subscribed yesterday, came from the church sector. If you got any tea that you all want us to talk about over there in the church sector, just DM us on Instagram at Wiley Show. I'm going to pull up the IG page for those that want to add us to their stories, and we do repost over there. So we want to say shout out to everybody that showed us love already on Instagram. I want to pull that up really quickly, our IG, for people that want to show us love. We will be reviewing T.S. Madison's show. Okay. We will definitely be reviewing that on March 4th. We tried to increase our package on cable, but I would have to pay more just to get that one channel. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go over there for Maddie's show, because that show will air, I think, March 4th. And we want it to be successful. I think they got 6 episodes. She was picked up for 6 episodes. So we want to see how it is. According to Maddie, high engagement over there for her show that's over there. So we want to say shout out to her. She said very high engagements that her audience have. So we want everybody in the chat to watch her show, tweet. I will be live tweeting as well. I don't have the cable channel, so I'm gonna have to get Sling TV, unless somebody give me access to their cable with a password. I'll get in that way. But until then, I probably got to do Sling TV or get Direct TV now, to watch it. And I will definitely be live tweeting, and I will be doing a review of the show. And we're going to be definitely doing that for our sister. Okay, we don't think the show gonna flop because they put a lot of money in that network. Somebody had a whole argument with me. You're shut, Wally. Ain't nobody watching WeTV. I said, sir, WeTV is in the homes of 75 million people. WeTV is a television network, right? So don't sleep on that. I want you all to support. And the producers of WeTV said your audience giving high engagements. So I already know y'all gonna watch, and we do got some Maddie Mob people in the chat. If you a Maddie Mob viewer, thank you. We love Maddie over here. We follow. Well, she don't follow me over there. That almost slipped out. But I've been following Maddie for years. And this is why you don't jump off the bandwagon. Now people in her squad is getting checks, contracts. Her and her mother was still taping episodes last night. She said they were still taping, so we definitely want to see it over there. I don't know if Gio going to be on the show, but I think she probably going to talk about it. This show got to have some drama, so I'm expecting this show to mention Kaya. I'm expecting it. I didn't get to see it early or anything like that, but I want it to be drama, and we're going to be honest in this review. We definitely going to be honest in this review. Press 1 if you're going to be watching the show. Press 1 if you're going to be watching it live. Press 2, you're not going to watch it. I want to know. Press 1, be honest that you're going to watch the show. Press 2, you're not going to watch it. Press 1, you're going to watch it. Press 2, you're not going to watch it. Press 1, you're going to watch it. Press 2, you're not going to watch it. I want to see what we got up in here. Press 1, you're going to watch it. Press 2, you're not going to watch it. I'm seeing it's like split. It's like really, 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 really split decision in here. And I would love to know why you're not going to watch the show. If you want to call in and let me know, I want to know why you don't want to watch it. I see some of y'all saying no. If you want to call in and let me know why you don't want to watch the show, because like half and half, why don't you want to watch it? Because I'm like, if you watch on YouTube, why not watch the show? Come on now. Let me know why you don't want to watch it. I'm just saying, if you want to call in and let me know why you don't want to watch it. I'll see it after the first episode. We need everybody. I want it to be so packed with the Wiley Show producers. I'm asking each and every one of the Wiley Show producers, if you love me, to go watch the show. Many of y'all saying that I'm only saying that because you want Maddie on the show. No, I'm saying it because I want it to be a good episode. Okay? I want it to be a good episode. Who tagged me in this? Did somebody tag me in that? Let me see who tagged me in there. All right. It's going to be on We TV. That's what's going to be on. All right. And so earlier today, so make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Add me to your Instagram stories. You know, we need more people active over there. We're almost at 6,000 followers over there. We follow about 7,000 people. I stopped just following everybody. But I used to just follow everybody on here. But we don't be on here as much. But when we do go live, you know, we want people to join us over there. Okay. So we got 5,780 people. So we're expecting that to be at 5,800. So we want y'all to follow us over there. Also, too, we watched Tasha K show. She did not give me permission to talk about the first episode of what she dropped. But when I tell you I was over there on Patreon, shout out to the winos that was over there and show me love. But she released an exclusive. Man, it was so good. And she got an exclusive on R. Kelly, former crisis manager. And that woman that she interviewed spilled some tea over there. We had the pleasure of watching it early. So I don't know when it's going to drop on YouTube, but we were able to watch it live on Patreon. And when I tell you it is good, good, good. So I'm going to rewatch it, take my notes, and I'm not going to review it right now because I'm going to review it once y'all watch it on YouTube. Then I'm going to come back and review it because my mentor did not give me permission to review it. Now, if she would have gave me permission and say you can review it early, then I would review it early because she gave me permission to review Jaguar Wright's interview early. So I was able to review it early, but she did not give me permission. So that's why we're not going to review it early. We were definitely not going to review it early, but we will review it. Okay. They say, yes, I support CNTS Madison. Why not? She's not bothering you with it. Let's make it work for who works. Other than that, not happening. Wiley. Oh, wow. Okay. Some people said the show needs Kaya. They was good together, but the show got I Love New York on there. That's what the show got. And Jaguar still riding around. Yeah. So she did address it. And it was really sad because, you know, they reported, you know, Tasha K to Child Protective Services. And she talked about it on Patreon. And it was really sad that how, you know, they came out to her home off a false allegation. And according to Tasha, that it will be some charges brought against Jaguar Wright. So we will definitely keep y'all updated on that. But yeah. I'll read your comments. Is Jaguar still riding around? Yes, it was good. Wiley, did you get your shirt from us in the mail? I will have to check. I'll definitely check my P.O. box. I haven't checked. I'll check tomorrow. Jack posted on the block. Waiting. No, she didn't go to her home. I love you, Wild. I love your show, but please be careful with Tasha K. Y'all been saying it forever. Somebody said New York is not Kaya. Tiffany ain't really funny. Tasha K, your mentor. Madison is not entertaining to me. That's why I'm not watching. Simple. But there's so many other people that's on the show. I want y'all to support it, okay? Just let it run. Jagged discussion. She really pissed me off with false report. You don't play with people kids. You don't play with people kids. You don't. You don't. You don't play with people kids. You're right. You're so right about it. You don't play with people kids. You're exactly right about that. I'm reading y'all comments. You never reviewed the Treasure interview, right? I never interviewed the Treasure interview. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Wasn't really a fan of the Treasure interview, to be honest. Neville, you know, I never did it. That interview, but she's so beautiful. So I might have to rewatch it and review it. But she's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. We definitely got to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do it again. Okay, we love him. Okay. All right, I'm just checking my email. That was not Jack. That was Ashley. I do like Craig and Chi Chi. They're hilarious to me. Okay, well, watch it because they're going to be on the show. All right, so yeah. Okay, we will be back because I'm hearing that my sisters, Chloe and Hallie, got a new video out. So we're going to do our music segment. So we will be back live to review that video. They said Tasha K is a big liar and have done so many evil, wicked things. You see how she did, sweet mom, but her and Jaguar both need to grow the hell up, but it's alone. But Tasha asked for it somewhere. So, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Tasha K is wicked. I believe that she's entertaining, and we love her over here at the Wiley Show. All right. Did Jaguar Wright find permanent housing? I don't know about that. I don't know what Chloe has just dropped. Love that song. I'm gonna go and watch it and may come back over here and review it. Okay. I still never understood the Sweet My thing. I don't know. You have to call her about that. All right. Thank you all so very much. It's a 2-hour show. We will break it up into time segments. And we want to say special shout out to each and every one of y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all the producers. Y'all are so lovely. Thank you so very much. The producers are... Yes, y'all love it. Even when people get on their platform and try to drag us, my producers be like, we still love the Wiley Show. We still love you, okay? Y'all still love us and still over here, still contributing to the platform. I want to say thank you so very much for the love and everything. And thank you. Just thank you. Thank you, Wiley. Thank you. Thank you, producers. Thank you so much to the moderators for y'all love. Good night to you all. Let me go watch Chloe and Hallie video. I'm going to go watch that video really quickly. Peace. Good night. Hey, hey, hey.